It has been so many weeks since I've been trying to defeat this one night. Never in my years of living have I ever come across a game as frustrating as this one to play, just to try and beat a level. I'm slowly there. It is not even funny. I have come up with a strategy, which is I'm very afraid of the dark-eyed Fredbear for no reason. If there's a knock at the door, it means he's gone. But all I'm gonna say is sometimes they get really annoying, because when I have to close the door, someone else shows up at the other door, and then that makes everything worse, because then there's no way for me to get the heat down. I'm going to try my best to beat this night.
Okay, so I thought it would be fun if I told you guys what my strategy for this night was in the form of voiceover. So here I am. But before I do want to say that this particular night took me 2 weeks to beat. And I think it was because at one point I did get very paranoid when I played the game. It's like I think when you play a horror game over and over again, you either get desensitized or you get really anxious while playing it. So I took a bit of a break. But the day before I left to go to Cape Town for a holiday, I decided, you know what, I'm going to beat this night because it keeps annoying me about the fact that I didn't beat this just yet. So I decided to go and open up the game and beat it. If you hear me like whispering in the video, it's because my family was home when I was recording this, and I normally don't record when my family is home because I don't like being so quiet, and my mic doesn't pick it up as well. So yeah, anyway, the way this game works got a bit stressful because even with like the knocking at the doors and the animatronics coming out and all of that, it was really difficult to keep track of at one point, especially around 3 a.m. I think around 3 a.m. is when the AI level was at its max for the night, which really sucked because it meant I had to power through the night being anxious that somebody was going to show up and kill me. But I did get through just fine. This night was definitely the hardest, like harder than the other 5 nights. Even though Friday took me a while to beat, Saturday was way worse. But anyway, let's get into the strategy actually. Now, I developed a thing to help me calm down during the night, because the one thing that happens to me is if I don't hear a background noise, I kind of get distracted and start worrying. So that's why I don't turn off the phone call, because it kind of helped me focus and ease into the game and start like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. When it came to the first 2 animatronics that show up, which is both the regular Spring Bonnie and Freddy, those 2 I believe were the easiest to deal with, because they are like the ones that if you shut the door, everything will just be fine. But with the Spring Bonnie, I noticed that when he's at the curtain on the camera, you can shut the door, but then it'll take longer for him to leave. So you try and get him out by flashing in the hallway, and when he does show up, you can close the door and he'll leave a bit faster. And that's the same thing applies to the Fredbear. But the flashing comes at a cost, because sometimes the endoskeleton will show up, and the endoskeleton kind of ruins it, because you close it for a very long time, and if there's someone else at the other door, it can bring up the generator heat, and that really sucked, because a lot of my runs were lost because of that mistake of the endoskeleton showing up, because I flashed the flashlight a bit too much. But in the end, I did start becoming more wary of how much I was flashing the light so that it wouldn't show up. But also it did make me a bit more paranoid about the fact that maybe one of them, like either Spring Bonnie or Fredbear, would come and kill me. But luckily that didn't end up happening, even though before this final playthrough, I did get jump scared by the regular Fredbear twice. But luckily that didn't stop me from completing this night. Then we move on to Black-Eyed Fredbear, the Black-Eyed Fredbear that keeps making like those gurgling and voice sounds in the left door. He was the most annoying to deal with because, number one, you can't see him on the camera. Number two, he stays for quite a long time. But I, at one point, got very nervous about him jump scaring me because I used to think that because he knocked on the door, that was just a bluff to say that he was still there, but he wants you to think that he wasn't. But no, when he does knock on the door, he does go away. And also I learned that there's a very big jump scare window, so like you can, while he's at the door, like facing you in the door, you can go and check on the puppet, and you can go check on the Bonnie, like the wide-eyed spring Bonnie, before you close the door on him. Like you can check the cameras very fast, and you can check on the puppet really fast, or either one of those. Don't do them at the same time because you don't have that much time. So you either check on the puppet or you check in the cameras to see if anybody's at the doors, and then you close it. Because number one, that makes him leave a bit faster. Number two, it gives you like that time to recheck everything before you close the door in his face. With the wide-eyed spring Bonnie, I believed he was the easiest to like read, to see where he was coming from and all of that. His phases, like the phases in the cameras, are like really easy to read. As soon as he's at the door, you close the door. Nothing bad will happen. But one thing that does get a lot of players when they first play it is the multiple knocks on the door doesn't mean that he's gone. So you just have to wait a while before you open the door. I did end up checking on the camera he starts at just to double check that he was gone. And he was most of the time. So I opened the door and returned to normal. One thing I found really admirable about my playthrough is that I never really got jump scared by the puppet. Because I remember I wasn't going to die to such an easy character to keep track of. And that's what the puppet is. She's a very easy character to keep track of. Because, well, she makes a little jingle noise every time she shows up. And she also makes that jingle noise when she's gone. But sometimes that doesn't happen, so you just have to go and check on her anyway. But after I checked on the cameras, after I checked the doors, I would immediately go and check on the puppet and scare her off before she could get me. And that ended up working really well when it came to keeping that specific character away. But yeah, this night ended up being a bit easier to deal with once I knew what to do. And I learned that this night will definitely be the biggest challenge I face in the week, like the whole main story. But I'm so glad that I finished this night, because now I could sleep easy at night. And sadly, this will be the last episode of the main story, which is sad, but okay. So I hope you all understand now what I did to beat this night, and I hope you all learned a little something from how I used this strategy. So enjoy me getting the win on the most difficult night of the main story in The Return to Bloody Nights.
Sweet baby Rosemary in a manger. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it. Hello, child. That's very creepy. Don't do that, child. There was someone that night. Okay. More information? I called for help, but no one came for me. Now I feel different. I can't disappear. Not now. I found others who are just like me. They need my help. I must save them. I must guide them. I will give them their happiest day. Oh. Oh, this is some good music. I like this music. Oh my god. That night was horrible. Oh my god. I got into the ribbon thankfully. But, oh my god. The amount of attempts. The last, night of that entire game, the 6th night, is so hard. Oh, dear Scott, after recent uncertain events following the acquisition of our company by another organization, we are about to change our plans regarding our future work at one of our establishments. Frederick's family died and has proven himself to be an extraordinary value, and we want to offer you a new contract at our different work establishments in the day shift job. Please check your mailbox and respond to us as quickly as possible. Freddie and his gang are waiting. That's great. $99 for all of that. That's not worth it. Will you give me coupons to just make up the rest? That's a good one. That's a rip-off, man. I almost died all those nights. And you give me $99? I'm not really good at keeping cool in situations of stress. Alrighty, man. Whatever you say. Oh, I didn't even read this. Oh well. Remarkably good at keeping cool in situations of stress. Well, I mean, that last bit really sucked. Hello again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Finally, I can sleep easy at night. I can go to Cape Town knowing that I've finished beating this night. But low-key, this game is very fun. I would play this a million times over because of how fun this is. It's really good. The 3D modeling, man, kudos to you, Seal Dude. The 3D modeling is very, very good. The characters look amazing. Yeah, all of you did really great. Really. All of this was really good. I mean, I'm speechless. This game is actually much more in-depth and it's actually great. I don't know why, but wait, oh, there's Baddington editing teasing. Oh cool, he was like the one that edited the teaser trailer. That's cool. I love Baddington. Baddington is really one of my favorite creators. But anyway, wow, I'm speechless. This game is actually very fun. Alright, let's skip the credits. Please let me skip the credits. I saw this already. Oh, I think we unlocked all this. What's the custom night? Oh boy. Okay, so this is the custom. Oh, Bear's Attack is you guys. You! This guy! Fredbear 2.0. I like him. I hate him. He is like my worst enemy. These two I can manage. These guys are fine. Oh. If it took me this long to beat Saturday Night, I wonder how long this will take me to beat. Wow. Undead Classics is just these two. These two I can deal with, they're not that bad. Oh, I mean you kind of suck actually. But anyway, okay, I hate you the most. So, I mean, I guess I could just keep my eyes on the two cameras which he appears on, so that's fine. But these game moves actually look pretty fun. Maybe I'll do them. Alright, what about this? No sound? The game mode disables all sound in-game for the entire night. That actually sucks, because how am I gonna know that all of them left? Especially with the Fredbear, the black-eyed Fredbear. How am I supposed to know if he left? That's gonna suck. Endless survival mode, survive as long as you can, the difficulty. Okay, what is this in the background? I don't know. Growing? Alternative survival mode in which difficulty increase in time. Every 40 seconds the game begins to get harder. 40 seconds? Oh wow. I feel like that might be the hardest one next to this one. Real time, 6 real life hours of this game. Alright, that gives me an idea. What if I just wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and then I just play this game for 6 hours? That'll be fun, I guess. Puppet Master. In this game mode, the security puppet, instead of adding difficulty, will multiply every time you get caught. Preset of difficulty has been set on very easy, but can be changed depending on how you play. Okay, that one's a bit confusing. Low budget. Generator heat is 100% less than standard, but it cools faster. Oh, so I'm guessing like it heats up faster, but it just cools down faster too. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Alright, then we go to extras. Or achievements. What achievements did I get? Monday. I completed Friday. Oh. More than 100 times in a single night. Well, that's easy to do if I go on like night 1 or something. That's impossible. Well, I mean, actually no, it's not that bad, honestly. Alright, cool. But what does that get me? Alright, and then cutscenes, locations. We'll check the animatronics last. Ooh. Arcade. These are really good. There's that damn endoskeleton. I notice every time you flash the hallway, he'll show up. And that really sucked because the one time I tried to beat this in this episode, he showed up at the very beginning. And I read somewhere that if you close the door instantly, he goes away, but I checked to open it again and he was still there. So, like, that messed up my entire night. I died very quickly because of the generator heat. Left hallway? I want one of these. If the creators come out with, like, Funko Pops of these guys, I don't think they can because of, like, it's inspired by FNAF, but I don't think, the Five Nights at Freddy's, like, franchise would allow something like this. But if they ever do, I would definitely buy one of these. Red Hall. Oh, this is where the Bonnies show up. This is where the Freddies show up. Okay. Installations. They're kind of cute, though. I mean, they look a bit dirty, but they're kind of cute. This is beautiful, though. This is some beautiful scenery. That's terrifying. House of my dear friend and partner, William. Just take a picture of his house? Alright, whatever, man. What did I not see? Cutscenes. Oh, cutscene 1 is that. Beat the game and play at least once in all game modes. Oh, you get different cutscenes. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. I should find out how to get these cutscenes, so then I can use that as a challenge. Alright, now we go to the animatronics, which I'm sure all of you have been waiting to see. I like this jazzy music that just played. This is nice. Oh, I can move him. That's so cool. Anyway, Fredbear was the first animatronic that Henry had created. Together with Spring Bonnie, Fredbear had been modeled after the toys that Henry's daughter Charlotte had grown up playing with. What was that? I saw that. After a while, it had given Henry the idea to create another bear character with a black hat and dark brown colors. Freddy Fazbear, Alright, Spring Bonnie. That's cool. Spring Bonnie entertains children and sings on stage with his best friend Fredbear. They symbolize the friendship between Henry and William, the founders of Fredbear's Family Diner. Later on, a newer version was built. This had been particularly interesting for William and extremely useful for his future plans. Yeah, it became a Springtrap. Oh, you. I hated him the most because he was the most annoying to deal with. Making new versions of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie was William's idea. With a larger budget and greater knowledge, they were able to replace the current versions, since these ones had many improvements and were safer to wear. This suit will be haunted by a vengeful spirit, but that is a story for another time. Just casually throws in the fact that this one's possessed. I mean, there was a cutscene where this one reacted to the ghost detector. So, oh, you are terrifying, honestly. I think he might be the scariest one next to him. Alright, Spring Bonnie 2.0. This suit became William's favorite. Initially created to entertain children, used it for murder. Sometime in the future, William will merge with the suit and be reborn as Springtrap, a reimagined corpse next victim. I mean, you're not wrong. But how can he see through those eyes? Does he see through the mouth? No, whatever. Okay, this guy has a cool design. I think this might be my favorite fan-made puppet. Constant fear that his daughter will be harmed, Henry had tried to find a way to defend her even when he was not able to keep his eyes on her. This security puppet he had devised was a perfect solution. At least he thought it was. But instead of becoming her guardian angel, it became a vacuum for her soul. I think in the original game too, Charlotte possesses the puppet. That's actually a cool detail. And then these two. I hate these two so much because they ruin my chances to beat the knight. Their endoskeletons look so chunky. Oh wow. Okay. This endoskeleton was the first of its kind. It was able to move and walk around on its own and also gave an opportunity to the employees to use it as a costume. It has very advanced and charming technology, but this also makes it incredibly dangerous. What? So you guys like get into like that place where the wires are? Yeesh. Alright, let's look at the jump scares. That scared me. Whoopsie. Alright, there's Fredbear. Spring Bonnie. Yeah, Fredbear 2.0. I think I got scared by Spring Bonnie the most in this playthrough, I'm not sure. And then Spring Bonnie 2.0. That is terrifying. Alright. Imagine you get jump scared by this guy and he just laughs in your face until you die. That's actually very funny. Alright. Well, that was the Return to Bloody Nights. I'm not sure if I'll ever come back to this game. It's really fun though, so I might. If I have time, I'll definitely come back to this game, but I definitely want to play some of these game modes in custom nights because they seem very fun. I don't know, maybe we'll do that in a future episode. We'll see. Oh, what was the COD content? I never saw this one. Old version. Okay. There was a staircase. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think definitely what the final game was a big step up to whatever this was. Because wow, that's a very... Oh, this is the old one, this is the new one. Oh, the old one is actually... I think I like the old one a bit better. Mostly because of the computer. I mean, quite a bit changed. I mean, the Bonnie and Freddy Funko Pops look a lot better. Oh, you get a nice little... Aww, this one shows them brighter. What does that say? Your duty is to protect. Is that for the security guard or the police force? Huge success, and then a bunch of little gibberish I can't see. I bet this is cool though. Office. Oh, this is Freddy's door. Oh, definitely a big step up from what it was. Bonnie's door. Also a big step up. Prize corner. Ooh. Prize corner was scary. There's Sonic! Sonic! And Pig. Yeah, definitely big glow up. Oh, that's it. That was cool. Ew! Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, that's actually scarier than the actual what it came to be. Spring Bonnie 2.0 running. Oh yeah, because he acted like a Foxy character in this game. Yeah, I can see why they cut this one. It looked a bit too similar to the first game of Five Nights at Freddy's. These guys, old custom night screen. Ooh, they look much better than what they used to look like though, which is cool. Game over screens look the same. Nice. I like how instead of this we got like all the animatronics that would come to get us in the night. That's actually a better, that's actually a cooler detail than what it used to be. So that was cool. I think that's where we're gonna end it here. As much as I would love to have a try at the custom night right now, I think I'll save that for another episode. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this awful yet amazing playthrough of me playing the Return to Blind Nights. I think might be my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's fan game I've ever seen. Anyway, see you all next time. Bye bye!